All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to start off a brand new series called Drivers Profiles. The first interview was with Savio from Drift.HQ. We met him while we were at Elite Tuner in Florida. It was a really good interview. He talks to us about how to get into the sport. He talks to us why he got into the sport and what he does to go and continue in the sport. You guys can even pick up some info on yourself, and maybe you guys can get out there on the track just like he did. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. As always, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button down below to get the notifications of when we're going to come out with more episodes of Driver's Profile. Stay tuned, guys.
Alright guys, I'm here with Savio of Drift.HQ, and we have the opportunity to interview him about what he's doing with his car, what he's doing with the sport, and how he got into it. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to ask you again, how did you get into drifting and why?
Alright, so drifting for me, it was a matter of keeping the adrenaline level to the max. I've always been an adrenaline junkie, and before drifting in motocross. But I tore an MCL, broke a collarbone, dislocated a shoulder, and I needed something with the same level of adrenaline. And then I got introduced to drifting. It's been 5 years. Started with a small engine, making low horsepower. Went crazy horsepower, brought it back to simple. Try to get as much seat time as possible, because in drifting, for you to learn and get better, you gotta have seat time. Yeah, seat time. And you know, for you to get to go out and travel every other weekend, there's nothing better than that. So there's a lot of cons. There's the pros. I mean, there's a lot of pros. There's the cons, but the pros override all day, every day.
So how do you afford it? Because I know a lot of guys like myself are like, we're super small. I'm trying to get into fabricating myself, and I want to be able to afford it. That's why I'm trying to make my own parts. So how are you able to keep into the sport with a tight budget?
Okay, so first thing, what I believe on is always contacting your local businesses. Always contacting them and see what they have to offer, so you can bring their business out there too. Small sponsorships, save money, 15-20%. It adds up, so you can put into other parts. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just a matter of commitment. You got to work extra hours. You got to put your money aside for the car, the same way you put money aside for your bills. And I mean, it's not a very expensive sport if you're not into competing. So it's a very affordable sport, believe it or not, if you're not into competing. Now, when you go into the competing level, that's when it gets very, very, very pricey. But other than that, it's simple. You can put together a drift car for about $5,000-$6,000, reliable drift car, and have fun. You know what I'm saying?
So when you come to reliable, so like reliable and drift car kind of don't always go synonymous. So like, what do you mean by reliable? What kind of chassis are you talking about?
Okay, so reliable. The G35s, the G50Zs, they've been the #1 here in Florida, at least was here in Florida, car. About 4 years ago, you'd see 34Zs. Now you see like 20 of them. So 350Z, 07 and up, they come with the I believe it's the HR engine. They make about 320 horsepower, which is plenty horsepower to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And it's a chassis that's very easy to drift. So the car itself, you can pick up for a fair price. Then you add minor stuff. You add a small, maybe a baby angle kit. A lot of companies make different kinds of angle kit. Put a little suspension on it. Seat, harness bar, steering wheel, all the day. You know what I'm saying? So at $6,000-$7,000, you have a reliable car, which means it is still stock. It's still bone stock. The cars in Japan, the reason why they drive is because they don't really touch the engine. They don't touch as much as we do it out here when we overbuild cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you keep it stock and the Z stays stock, other than a little bit of suspension, angle kit, and accessories, it's bone stock. So you just literally keeping up with the maintenance. It's the most reliable out there right now. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? And it's not expensive.
Yeah. So you guys hear it first from somebody who's actually in the sport. To make sure that you don't overspend, you don't overbuy, you don't get too much into your car. Stock is stock, but it's also more reliable. It's proven to be engineered together for a reason. That's why the engineers built the car the way they did. So make sure you guys don't put too much effort into buying a car that you guys can't drive. Because when you start modifying it, you can't always drive the car. Like, if you have a crazy angle kit, you may not be experiencing that car.
Yeah, I mean, the angle kit won't hurt it, but when it comes down to overbuilding the car, when you want a lot of horsepower, when you want this crazy out build, but you don't have enough seat time. So when you're putting this build together, that you're putting a different engine into an engine bay, new harness, new chassis harness. There's a lot of testing. So if you're not prepared for that, you waste a lot of money, because, for example, I live in Fort Myers. I've been out here about 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 times, putting a lap 3.5 hours from home, and then have to pack up and go home. Now imagine a truck loaded with a trailer in the back. You drive 3.5 hours, put a lap in, and you're done. because it was overbuilt. So I took a step back and I brought it back to simple. It was a 5.3 turbo, made about 720 horsepower. But I mounted a plug every time I went on track. I put out a shitload of smoke, but I was gone. You know, after 1 or 2 laps, I mounted shit, caught car on fire. So it wasn't reliable. Keeping the car reliable, keeping it as stock as possible, it's possible nowadays. It's possible.
Yeah, I can attest to the pain it takes to go to somewhere and have to pack all your stuff out. I remember one time I went to Nopi Spring Nationals in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And like, obviously I wasn't driving. I just go there to spectate. But the show went from cars and some trucks and everything like that to like all of these trucks just flooded the area and it kicked the drifters out. So they got practice on Fridays and then they had to pack up and go home because they got kicked out of the show basically by the spectators. And that kind of goes to my next point. Doing it for the culture. Don't do it because you want to be on the internet. Don't do it. And if that is your reason, then that's fine. Actually, Monday, please step over here a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. I want to make sure that we can hear the interview. So it kind of goes into my next point is that if you do it for the internet, do it for the fame or whatever, that's fine. That's your reasons. But do it because you genuinely love it. Because when you stop loving stuff, you can probably agree. Yep. It doesn't make it fun anymore, does it?
Not at all. Not at all. You know when they say the love is blind? When you love it, you don't see the expense, you don't see the extra hours that you drive, the hours that you lose of sleep. When you stop loving it, then you see it, and then it becomes a problem, and then you're like, is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when you cross the line, you can't come back, and a lot of people end up giving up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember I met one driver who he was a time attack driver at Grid Life actually. I think it was 2018 though. He said he spent hours and hours and hours into his car, 200 some odd hours just to get a couple laps of the car. And at that point in time, guys, like it doesn't make it fun for you anymore. But as you can see, like their car is fairly simple. It's still reliable. It's still out here getting after it. And this is a small course, but you know what? Like these guys are rowdy. These guys are absolutely rowdy, and I love watching them drift. So yeah, I just want to make sure I thank you for what you're doing out here, for what you're doing for the culture. Is there anything you want to say about Drift.HQ before we go?
Yeah, Drift.HQ. Anything you guys want, anything you guys are looking for, we're able to help. On our website, we have responses if you message the little chat on the side. A lot of websites nowadays, you can talk with them, directly at that moment. So if you guys go to the website, you go to Instagram, Drift.HQ, Drift.HQ, and then www.drift.hq.com. We have everything that has to do with drifting. We can get it. If we don't have it, we can get it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. All right. So, like I said, thanks again. I know I shake your hand like 3 times, but like, like I said, I really genuinely enjoy being able to talk to the drivers. Like, out of all the motorsports that I get a chance to talk to some drivers, like drifters, because they're so down to earth. Like, they're my favorite, And I want to be time attack because I have the Evo, but one day, one day,
time attack is fun. Time attack is fun.
For sure. All right, cool, guys. So stay tuned. We're going to give you guys some more content. The sun's going down, so it'll be a little bit better to see other cars around here. But that's going to do it for right now for Drift.HQ. If they go out again, are you guys going to go back out again?
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So we'll be filming as much as you guys can. Stay tuned, guys. Okay, so I forgot a question to ask him. You mentioned getting into some of the local events. How do I start looking? And when I bring my car, say I get my car all situated, how would I start looking? And then how do I practice before I even get to the event? Because I don't want to show up there with no skills.
Okay, so to practice, what I suggest is if you know an empty parking lot, a spot where you can put 2 cones on and you start doing figure 8s, donuts and figure 8s, and start going wide and having the control of throttle and steering wheel, you can prepare before you go into the track. And events, I mean, you just got to pretty much look into the teams that be throwing the events. We have clutch kickers on Pensacola. They're doing the $100,000 competition this year. $20,000 per round in cash prizes.
Wow.
Cash prizes.
Yeah.
And then we have OSW, that's all over Orlando. Then we have US Drift Circuit, that's all over West Palm Beach and the East Coast. And then we have us. We're about to release our dates in the next month or so throughout the year, but we have about 5 planned. So it's just a matter of seeing which groups are throwing the events, and then they have the whole year schedule in, and you just pretty much fill in your schedule whenever you can make it.
Like you said, guys, find you a car that you're comfortable with. Go find somewhere that you can legally go find you somewhere where you can go put a couple cones out, do some figure 8s, practice your initiations, practice your clutch kicks, Because that's probably one of the problems people have too, is that like they can't initiate properly. You know, you kick the clutch, you think you're doing it fast enough, but you don't shock that drive line to get those tires spinning. So, you know, practice within your means, and then just get into competition, because the best way to learn is when you fail, and then you practice and you get after it and get after it and get after it, and you get better. And then maybe one day you guys will be like this guy. And
oh, stop it.
all over into the Pro 2s, Pro 1s, and then even into Formula D, guys. So, like I said, again, goodbye, be safe, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you later.